Morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with the next part of electrolysis, that is electrolysis of acidified water or dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, children, in this you can just see the diagram. Just view this diagram. Electrolysis of acidified water or dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, in this diagram you can just observe that there is a beaker containing water. Okay, there are two electrodes. One is your anode and the other is your cathode. Anode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, cathode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. This is the key. When you will tap this key will join and the circuit will start. In this case, the anode we are using here is platinum foil. Okay, because platinum is inert in nature. So here the electrode used is your platinum foil. This we need to remember. Now children, this is acidified water or dilute sulfuric acid. Hence the product are hydrogen gas and oxygen gas respectively. So hydrogen gas will be formed at cathode and oxygen gas will be formed at anode. So here there are two inverted test tubes. In these test tubes the water is filled, but when the electrolysis process will start, so what will happen, the gas will start collecting here in the test tube. So this empty region, this you can see, this empty yellowish part, slightly yellowish part, here the gas is being collected. Okay, the gas is not yellow in color, it is just shown to describe you. So hence what will happen here, when the gas will start collecting, so due to the pressure of the gas, the level of the water will come down. So we will come to know that the gas is being collected. I hope that you are able to understand. Now let us start with the electrolysis, okay, of acidified water or dilute sulfuric acid. Children, from the name itself, acidified water. Children, why acidified water is taken here? Children, the reason is that the first reason is pure water. Pure water is a poor conductor of electricity. Poor conductor is poor conductor of electricity. That means it does not conduct electricity. Pure water has no free ions. No free ions. It is totally pure. So no free ions are there. It contains only molecules. Only molecules. Hence it will not conduct electricity. So in this case, to make the pure water to conduct electricity, what we will do here is we will add some dilute acid. Dilute acid will be added. Dilute acid will be added. So that water, pure water, so that pure water gets decomposed into ions, because we want ions, yes or no. So what is responsible for the production of ions here is we will add little amount of acid in it. Okay, I hope that you are able to understand. Now let us start the further process. Okay, let us start the further process. Now you know that pure water is almost a non-electrolyte. Actually this is poor conductor. I should have written here it is a non-electrolyte because it totally does not conduct electricity. So to conduct electricity we will add what? Dilute acid. Now which dilute acid is preferred here? We prefer dilute H2SO4. We prefer dilute H2SO4. Children, why not dilute HCl or dilute nitric acid is not preferred? Okay, dilute nitric acid, dilute HNO3 and dilute HCl. These acids are not preferred. These acids are not preferred. Why, children? Because they are totally volatile in nature. They are volatile acids. So what will happen? Volatile means their vapors will also rise. So when there will be gas, when there will be hydrogen and oxygen gas collected, so during the collection the vapors of these acids will also rise. Hence we prefer what? Dilute sulfuric acid. I hope that it is clear to you. The first reason of pure water. Second, dilute acid is added to decompose the water into ions. Now, which dilute acid is preferred? Dilute sulfuric acid is preferred. Why not these acids are preferred? Because they are volatile and their vapors also may rise. Okay, so water being a polar solvent. Now water is a polar solvent, so hence it will ionize into H plus and OH minus ions. Now in this, the third condition is the current is passed for a longer time. The current is passed for longer time. Children, now why the current is passed for a longer time? Because we are collecting gas. We are collecting gas. Collection of gas is taking place here. Now which gases is being collected here is hydrogen and oxygen gas is collected. So to ensure the accurate comparison as well as the saturation of the gases, because both the gases have different solubilities. They have what? Different solubilities. They have different solubility in water. So hence, to ensure that the water should produce hydrogen and oxygen, so the current is passed for a longer time. Are you getting? So this is the reason. I hope that you are able to understand. Now the next part of this electrolysis process is that I have told you that in the process hydrogen and oxygen is being collected at the cathode and anode. Yes or no? Now let us start. We have water, 2H2O. This is the general equation which will decompose into hydrogen and oxygen by the passage of electric current. Electrolysis is a process of passage of electric current. Yes or no? I hope that you are able to understand. Electrolysis is a process of passage of electric current. Hence, it will decompose. So here, water will decompose into hydrogen and oxygen. Now, this is the general equation. Two molecules of water. Okay, remember, two molecules of water produces two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. That means to produce one molecule of oxygen, two molecules of water are required. Are you getting? Okay, or we can say to produce hydrogen, two molecules of hydrogen, two molecules of water are required, because here the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, see this is water, yes or no? So the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water by volume is what? 2:1. Hydrogen is present as 2 and oxygen is present as 1. So by volume the ratio is what? 2:1. Now children, in this hydrogen and oxygen, where they will be collected? Hydrogen will be collected at cathode. Hydrogen will be collected at cathode and oxygen will be collected at anode. Okay, hydrogen will be collected at cathode and oxygen will be collected at anode. Now let us start, children. See here, we have water. Water will dissociate into H plus and OH minus ions. Yes or no? And we have added dilute sulfuric acid also. H2SO4 dilute acid is also added. Now this dilute acid will dissociate into 2H plus SO4 raised to 2 minus ion. Children, this is dibasic acid. This we already know how it will dissociate. It has what? 2 hydrogen ions. So 2 hydrogen ion and 1 sulfate molecule. Radical. So its radical contain what? 2 minus valency. Okay, now this is the general equation. This is the electrode reaction, electrode reaction, or you can say the general reaction taking place in the vessel, because we have two products, water and dilute acid. So it will dissociate into ions. Now there is only one type of cation, but there are two different anions. Yes or no? Now cation will move to cathode. Yes or no? This we have studied. Anion will moves to anode. This we have already done. Okay. So here at cathode and at anode, what will happen here? Now at cathode and at anode. At cathode, who will migrate? H plus ions, because there is only one type of positively charged ion present here, that is H plus. So H plus ions will migrate. H plus ions will migrate. Okay. At anode, who will migrate? Both the ions and anions will migrate. Both OH minus and SO4 raised to 2 minus ions will migrate. Ions will migrate. Migration will take place for both the ions. Okay. Now here who will discharge? Here H plus ions will discharge. H plus ions will discharge, because there is no other possibility, na children. Okay. And here who will discharge? Now out of the two, OH minus and sulfate, we need to see electrochemical series. So in the electrochemical series, hydroxyl ions are present below. They are lower in the series. So here OH minus ions will discharge at anode. At anode. So what will happen? Now as OH minus ions will discharge, then sulfate ions will increase at anode. They will go. They will go and migrate. But they will not deposit or discharge themselves there. So they will increase there. But this increase in the ions will be balanced because of the release of these ions, H plus ions. Excess of H plus ions will further, what they will do? These H plus ions will again combine with the sulfate ions. Yes or no? And it will again form what? Sulfuric acid. So it will counterbalance the process. Okay. Now in this, you need to remember what is the equation at cathode. What is the equation at cathode and what is the equation at anode? Equation at anode. Equation means reaction at anode and reaction at cathode. Reaction at cathode. In exam, this is asked very commonly. Okay. Reaction at anode or equation at anode, reaction or equation at cathode. So what will be the equation here, children? The equation will be that hydrogen ions are migrating and hydrogen ions will be discharged. So what will happen? H plus ions, H plus 1 ions. Now what? They are deficient of electrons. Yes or no? H plus ions are deficient in nature, deficient of electrons. Deficient means उनके पास कम है. Cathode is rich in electrons, whereas anode is deficient of electron, whereas OH minus ions is rich in electron. So what will happen here? This is deficient. So cathode के पास ज़्यादा है, तो cation cathode के पास जाके क्या करेंगे? They will accept 1 electron because it requires only 1 electron to form neutral H atom. Yes or no? Are you getting? Okay. Now this equation can be written in many ways. Okay. In some textbooks you will find that we will multiply this whole equation by 4. Okay, this whole equation by 4. So what will happen? 4 हाइड्रोजन एटम्स में 2 हाइड्रोजन और 2 हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट करेंगे और ये क्या फॉर्म करेंगे? यहाँ पे 2H2. चिल्ड्रन हमारा प्रोडक्ट देखो यहाँ पे क्या है? वाटर डिकम्पोज होने के बाद हमको क्या दे रहा है? 2H2. दिस शुड बी द प्रोडक्ट. सो टू ब्रिंग दिस प्रोडक्ट, व्हाट वी विल डू हियर इज we will multiply with 4. So 2 hydrogen atom and 2 hydrogen atom will combine to form 2H2. Okay. In some textbook may be possible that it may be mentioned as, say for example, it may be mentioned as H plus and H plus will give you H2. Okay. Then 2H2 molecules will combine to form 2H2. Maybe this way will be given. But we will follow this. This is standard. Okay. This is standard equation. We will follow this. Okay. So at cathode, what will happen? H plus ion will combine with 1 electron and form H atom. We will multiply it by 4 to just bring this product. Okay, this is the stoichiometric coefficient. So 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen atom will combine to form 2H2. Now this is the product formed at cathode. Product hydrogen gas product formed at cathode. This is the product. Now it is what? Colorless gas. This you should know. Okay, it is a colorless gas. It is a colorless gas. But in that process, I have told you that the water level will come down as the gas will be collected. Hence, you will come to know. Now here the equation at the anode. This is very important. This equation is present in some of the other reactions also. Okay, this you need to learn. Okay children, now hydroxyl ion, OH minus ion, it has -1 extra electron, so it will lose 1 electron and it will form what? OH. Okay, now again this OH will, this whole equation will be multiplied by 4, a stoichiometric coefficient. So what will happen? 4OH will dissociate. This 4OH now it will dissociate to give you 2H2O plus O2. Okay, this you need to mug up. Okay, there is no other option for this. You need to remember that 4 hydroxyl ions will lose 1 electron and it will form OH. Now you need to multiply it by 4. Why 4? Children, you are multiplying here also with 4. So here also you will multiply it with 4. Now 4OH, what it will give you? 2H2O plus O2. This is the product which is formed at the anode. Hydrogen gas is formed at anode. This is our product. This is our product which is formed at anode. This is also a colorless gas. I hope that you are able to understand. Okay. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. So hence you need to remember that for every 2 molecules of water, 2 molecule of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen is liberated. So this hydrogen is liberated at cathode and oxygen is liberated at anode. This you need to remember. I hope that you have understood. If any doubt, then please ask me. Thank you.